Oh wow, here we are then. He's the new website about Joe Jackson. So it's gone out of hand this, but it's really fun. So you can see here we've got a magazine spread, which is what I want to do for anything to do with like writing and games and reviews, or I want to write about some of my favourite games like Skies of Arcadia and stuff, and do like little retrospectives. Or like this is like the group chats, the games we play every month, so we'll all give it a score and stuff. But then I've also thought, well, I've got loads of music clips, so I've built a full vinyl player. And here's like a review of Pragmata that I'm going to do at some point when I finish it. And all this. And then there's another, it's a limited edition. Look, it's a blood red vinyl, that one. But anyway, so it's going to be loads of stuff that goes across. And of course, the vinyl works. So if I press play, it actually starts spinning. And the arm actually progresses through the vinyl as it plays. And if you see, if you zoom in, you can see it's got the grooves. And it's like wobbling a bit. What a banging riff I've made, by the way. But I'll just keep going. And obviously I can like pause it and keep playing it. And this goes all the way to the end of the vinyl based on the length of the song. There it is. And if I stop this for now, you might be thinking, because what I've made it do is it scales the site. So if I bring it down, you can see it just scales the whole lot. I need to scale this little slot, but and like if I do this, it's just bringing in the wall basically, and it'll still just scroll. If we go this way, look, it just does that. But then obviously you might be thinking that is too small to read, which is why this slot exists. Because if you press the button, space button currently, this pops up. So and this obviously updates as you scroll along based on the content, and this scrolls within. And what this is the same text content as what's in these magazine spreads and stuff. And for these music ones, it'll mostly just be like another mini player controlled here and like some information about the riff I've made or the song I've made. Maybe it's lyrics or something that isn't shown there. And if I press space again, he walks away and it slides back out. Because if it's big enough, I can just read it directly on the page. But if it's not big enough, I can get this out and I can just read the whole article in here. Because this panel doesn't scale. This is a fixed size. So you can see, this is like basically your reader mode. This. So you can always read it, because I wanted to keep these magazine layouts and it still looks nice, and you can see like, oh look at that. And then obviously if it's big enough on a normal desktop, you'll be able to just read it in situ. But then you got this little ghosty ball that comes out, and he's like, oh, it's had enough. So that's the site so far, and I'm going to make loads of layouts for these for different bits of content on these spreads and stuff. And all this is going to be built. This is currently images from Figma, but it's all going to be built. So I can animate the text, and in the CMS, this is basically how the content's going to be in the CMS, like one big bit of content. But then I've got a system where like you can see like these chunks of text. I'm going to naturally split it. So if you go to the Pragmata review, like obviously this is just one big bit of text, this article. But I'm going to split it so there's like so many lines in a certain region, and it'll just give me the first 12 lines, 25 lines, all the rest of the lines. And it'll automatically populate the columns, so I can just pick the regions and it'll flow the text through them all like in a magazine. And obviously all these can be like videos, like gameplay loops of like screen recordings that I've done on the Switch, or just images. But yeah, that's it. Let's get this one. Get this one to go. Look, oi, fucking hell.